Sup YouTube? So I think this is my final time for me to do this because I think it is now the time for me to tell you guys about me, about my life, and what I mostly. It's mostly about everything that I might as well just do so that way I don't have to have these thoughts up on me and stuff. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do what is said to be done. Alright, y'all, what's up? I'm here. So, um, I know people may think I'm mature and responsibility and all. And you know what? Yes, I am mature and I am the responsible guy. But I'm not always perfect. And that's just the thing that people doesn't necessarily get. They think I'm perfect and all kinds. But the truth is, I am not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And if I have to be honest, my mind put me into this position. The Hello, Darth, and welcome to my live stream. Anyway, so how are we gonna say this? There's been some stuff I've been going through for past years, mostly in teens. You know, growing acne on my face or getting made fun of, and all kinds of it. But the truth is, I don't care what you think about me, and I don't care what you have feelings about me for. Okay, I don't care. But if I have to really admit this, then I'm gonna do it. We all make mistakes. We all have made mistakes in life. Heck, I make mistakes. And I'm not even hiding it. I'm like honesty for it. I made mistakes before. Whenever I was 15 years old, hurted I've hurted my ex. I've hurted my ex that was Japanese when I was 15. It was so much bad that I couldn't even like okay, hold on. It was bad to where that I immediately have hurted her feelings, which is um moving on too quickly and done some all kinds of stuff. I know it may sound different and all, but that is however actually true. I moved on quickly from her. Not the one that was face to face. This was the one that was passed around 2021 and 2022 when I was 15 years old, and now I'm 17. And yeah, I'm now bringing this up because I need to let you guys know about why I'm not perfect and why I'm not that smart guy that people claims on me that I am and I'm not. So, um, there has been some kinds of stuff that has been going through some mess and all. So yes, as I just said, I did hurt my ex Japanese girl when I was 15 years old. I hurted her, moved on from her too quickly when it was about to be our 1 year anniversary. That was 2022. I think that was when I was around 15 years old and I made bad mistakes. Like I really did hurted her and all kinds of it. And people did try to get me help and stuff, try to get me to like understand and all kinds of it, but things like things did not very go well. Not only I hurted my ex that was from Japanese, but I did hurt a person that had some mental issue. Well, I didn't. Well, technically, it wasn't really hurting. It was mostly for me being safe, but to be honest, it was hurtful because I should have been there for them and helping them. But that was the mistake I did on two people in a relationship when I was 15 and all kinds of it. So, I've done two of those. I'm not gonna get into the full details of how it started it, but I will say I made those mistakes. If y'all wanna know who was my ex that I've heard it from moving on too quickly, well, if y'all don't know her, hold on, let me just turn on my face cam real quick for me to do this, because you guys will be able to see her. The one that I have hurted the most, y'all probably don't know her, but I do. It was her, Audrey Iris-Hart. I've hurted her by moving on too quickly and me keeping on breaking up with her. I'm not going to get into the full detail of how it happened at all, but I made that mistake on her. And I, incredibly do apologize for that. I followed my mind. My mind tricked me. And I should have really followed my heart. I should have just followed my heart and not my mind. But I never know what it's gonna give me. I never know. No one really knows what mind is gonna tell you, and that's the problem. The mind can give you random thinkings, and it can put you in a position to where you're gonna end up becoming a bad person. Sometimes it just depends what mind gives you. If your mind gives you something good, then you can follow it. But if it gives you something bad, then it might make you fall in the trick, like a trap. And that's something that I did that was a mistake. Followed the trap. And if I follow the trap, I become it. When I become it, I lose. And when I lose, I lost trust. And that's something that has completely made a mistake on me in my life whenever I was 15 years old. And let's see what else happened. That's just the thing that I made a mistake about in relationship. The rest, like way underage, not as 15 and higher age, and not 15, I've never made a mistake again. But I will say, no one is perfect. No one is better. No one has to think smartly and all kinds of it. But some people will still be smart no matter what. And that's just all that matters. But people needs to wake up. People needs to wake up about some stuff that needs to be settled in and needs to be done for. It's like, how much I've gone through, how much mistake I made. It's like a lot more challenging. And I have like those mindsets of thoughts on me that just tells me like, was all this really my fault? Like, was all this really my fault? Or was all this just really a bit more different, like a playable game? Like, gives you these mindful tricks. And that's something that is just tricking me the most. And that is something like, okay, what is this chair? Okay. And that's something, okay, maybe this is not a good angle. Hold on. There we go. That should be good enough. But on serious note, it still tricks me due to the fact of how much painful things people can go through and how much painful things that some people can go through in life and all kinds of it. I know it may sound like I'm repeating it all, but I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get things cleared up. But people needs to wake up and stop claiming themselves as perfect and claiming themselves of everything. You are not perfect. None of us is perfect. And just stop. And about the relationship problems, I made a mistake on that when I was 15. Even though I just mentioned it, I'm still going to say it because reasons. I made a mistake of it when I was 15. Moving on quickly, gaslighting, all kinds. That was bad on me. I followed the mindset of trick. And that's something that people needs to actually be careful. It's these mind thinkings. You never know what you're gonna follow in your life. Your mind can put you to where it could trick you to where, like, let's say this. It could tell you like, hey, you should break up with that person, or you should threaten them. All yada. Whatever mind tells you that's gonna put you to these bad things, that's something that's gonna trick you. And they're gonna try to trick you to make you follow it. This is the reason why we all should always follow our heart. Our heart is mostly the main one to mostly focus on. That is something that we all should mostly focus on in life. And it may sound difficult, but it's best to do so. Now, it is okay to follow your mind, but you need to be careful of how you're doing it. If mind tells you something good, then you follow it. But if your mind is telling you something that is bad, but can trick you, you need to like think twice before you follow that path. And that is something that people needs to focus on. Heck, I had to focus it when I was 16. And when I was 16, I had to focus it. I had to go back to the old me of doing good and all. I had to go back to that. And that's something that I'm proud of, is going back to the old me that was better and that was way smarter, all kinds of it, not causing issue. And that is something that is tricky, yes, but at the same time, it's like not. It's sometimes a better option is just to follow the good side instead of the bad side. Like, I called out on my ex real life that I actually mentioned in the video. I don't know if y'all seen the video or not that I posted, but it was like the one that came with about Jasmine. That part, I exposed her. I have exposed her about what she put me through. And that torn her up of how I exposed her, how I let my feelings out to her. That is something that whenever I did, it did make me feel bad, yes. But at the same time, it made me feel like I have to let it out to her. Because she started to have mental illness. She started to have mental illness on me, went psychotic on me, treated me bad. Not let me be there for her, not let me help her, not even like let me comfort her. Like a real relationship partners will do for each other, right? Because relationships are meant to be not to give up on each other and stay together. Never give up and fight for each other and love each other. And that's something that is always, and I mean always, the best thing to do. That's what relationships are for. But at the same time, the way how she just took it, as soon as the school started, she treated me crap with her mental illness, gaslighted me, played with my mind of games, all kinds. She has been completely psychotic on me. I did not even yell at her or anything, but I kept on feeling like I was about to end up feeling suicidal. Cause she says it's my fault and I take the blame, but as soon as I take the blame, She switches it up, saying it's not, and all kinds of it. So that tells you right there that she gaslighted me and that she is not the right person to be with. But it's not just because of her mental illness. It is mostly because of her age level she is in. She's in the age of 15, turning 16, and that put her to the stage of her mindset to where like it makes her think, overthinking that I could abuse her, I could use her, I could cheat on her, all kinds of it. But the truth is, I never once cheated. I never once freaking done anything bad to her in my life. I might have done it to my ex when I was 15, but I have changed a lot. I went back to the old me that was good and better and never done bad things. That's what I got put back into and not follow my dad. My dad done all those and he still does. But I'm not doing it because I'm not gonna be like him. So her age kind of put her in the stage of her mindset and gifted to her. And she allowed the tricky part of it, allowed her to become the devil and went after me. And one of my best friends got involved and became sides with her instead of staying on his own. Staying on his own. And this is the thing that freaking okay, I should not say this right now, but I'm gonna say just one word. That is something that pisses me off. Is when that person doesn't stay their own side, but takes the other person's side. That is something that triggers me the most, is when people don't understand about what taking their own side is. Okay? That is something that is just annoys me. Okay? That is something that annoys me, and it just triggers me for it. Hold on. So, all I can say all I can say is don't make just be careful of making mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes. Mistakes making is normal, but that's when you learn that you gotta be careful next time. And that's something that she has to focus on. People say that I may need help, that I need help or I need therapist. The truth is, I don't need help. I don't need therapist unless I specifically need one. But if it's something that I'm saying the truth to the person that treated me like hell, then there's no reason why I should get help. If anything, that should be something that the person need help. Okay? And I'm sure you guys have probably done some bad things too and all kinds of it. Yes. But just be careful of what it is and just be careful with it. I have been told behind my back so many times at school. I didn't appreciate it, but I did, however, did my best to ignore it because people doesn't understand that they're not doing anything wrong to them. Not anything wrong to them. And that's something that people does not get, is when that kind of metaphor. If you're, and you know what? This is something that really upsets me. Is when people judges another person with a disability. Let's name it. Autism, Down syndrome, seizures, all kinds of stuff. That people judges the person over them having one of those. And hey, let's be honest. I'm diagnosed with autism. I'm not hiding it or anything, but I am, however, diagnosed with autism. But that didn't stop me from doing what I want to do that can make me grow in life of happiness. which is working out, gain these muscles. You guys can actually see that I've been working out and I try to gain. You guys can actually see how much I've been trying to do. You guys could clearly see that I'm still like in shape. And you guys could see that I'm completely doing what I'm doing that is right. And this is something that triggers me. If you're judging a person that has autism or Down syndrome or a seizure, say they cannot do this or they cannot do that, you're wrong. That kind of person can still do what regular people does. And never ever give up on it. You should never give up on what you want your dreams to be like. If you want to be if you want to become a YouTuber, start making videos, start making more improvements, start doing some entertaining, all kinds of it, how you like it, as long as you do it goodfully, then that's all that matters, okay? And if you're wanting to become a singer or a dancer, take practice for it, and always take practice for it, and you can be better at it no matter what. And no one should never judge a person of what they have to go through. Because to be honest with you, that's something that I mostly go through the most, is when people, as soon as I mention to the person that I'm diagnosed with autism, they immediately switch up from being a normal person and talk to be like, oh, that's exciting, and did you drive here by yourself, and all kinds of it. That is something that triggers me the most. If you're gonna be like that, you should have been like that back at the beginning. Okay? Because that is something that is gonna make people think that you have automatically switch it up and try to act nice and all. But inside, it's like, but on the inside, it's like you want to make fun of that person. That's just something that really hurts the most. So as I said, no one's perfect. I'm not even perfect. I made a mistake when I was 15 in a relationship. I'm pretty sure y'all have done the same thing as well. There's no way that y'all never did. I can tell y'all might have done the same thing as well. That's something that we fix, and that's something that we gotta be careful and learn more about it. Okay? And until I became 16, I had to learn the hard ways and all kinds of it. And look what it put me through. And maybe go back to the old me, which is the old self, and become smarter, become freaking good person, and all kinds of it. Have a job, everything. Okay? We all have different mind thinkings, and that's normal. People thinks different. Don't expect a person to think the same thing as you're thinking unless they want to follow the positive path. The more you follow the positive path, the more positive path that you can still have in your life. But you need to be careful about gaslighting your partner in a relationship and using them and hurting them and all kinds of it. And let them be there for you and help you and support you and comfort you. Because that's what relationships is about. And never judge a book by its cover. And never body shame. And that's something that I hate the most, is body shaming. Never body shame. All kinds of it, okay? This may sound weird that I just did this and all, but I decided to because there's reasons for it, alright? So, with that being said, before I end this live stream, I do, however, have last words to say. And this is a message I am going to send for Meadowlawn Middle School. My favorite middle school of them all. And my teachers over there, Mrs. Lee and Miss Trish and Miss Lensmeyer, if she's even there though. I don't think she's there. And Miss Elizabeth. All kinds of it. All those kind of people that I've known in Metalon. I'm gonna send those messages to them and let them know about my feelings. So, hold on. Marissa Story, hey, is this a live? Yes, this is live. You're on my live stream, Marissa. Welcome, welcome. I actually remembered you actually from Metalon Middle School. Actually, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I was like the kid that had longest curlier hair. That was like all the way over there. But yeah, never really shaved it until I had to get it shaved as shorter kind. So, yeah. But anyways, so the like I said, the message is going to be sent to Metalon Middle School, Miss Lee, Miss Trish, Miss Lensmeyer, if she's there or not. All kinds of teachers I had at Metalon, I miss. So this is a message to them, and I'm gonna do it before I end. So, Miss Lee and Miss Trish and the others I've known, I miss you guys so much, and I really do hope you guys are going so better in your lives. And this is a video message I am giving out to you guys because you guys have been supportive for me and been there for me when I was around 6th through 7th grade. And I feel like I have feel like I've completed all my life skills and all and become more mature in my life and always keep staying honesty and stay positive and stay strong and keep fighting for my life and all kinds of it. I just want to say I miss you guys so much, and I really do hope you guys are doing good in your lives. And as I will say, Lancers is the best freaking thing I've always been able to become with y'all in my life. Even though I didn't pass my 8th grade year on y'all because I had to move and all, I will still, however, be remembering you guys in my life at all times. I still watch a video of me doing the talent show, me doing the dancing of Thriller, and me also singing the song for the first time and all kinds of it. I just feel very grateful that I have been so I just feel like I have been going great and all kinds of it. And I just want to say I miss you guys so much, and I really do hope you guys are doing great with your new students and all kinds of it. So this is it now, guys. I really do love you guys, and I really do hope you guys are doing great in your lives. Don't be careful making mistakes. If you're making a mistake, that's okay. That's something we learn about, is try our best to not make one, and always follow our heart and keep the positive things on us and inside us. And that is something that is always good about, is keeping the positive things on us. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.